And I'm back 5 seconds later with nothing changed at all. I'm gonna hop right back in. Again, just trying to get to that top 500 mark. Overall, deck's been pretty successful. We haven't run into any aggressive decks yet this session, which is surprising to me because they were absolutely everywhere yesterday. But I will take it. So Jade Druid, really good against Rizaka's Priest. We do struggle quite a bit with Big Priest. Nourish is almost worth keeping if we know it's Rizaka's, but if it's the stupid aggro dragon priest, it completely wrecks you. Plus, I kind of want to mull everything for Wild Growth, Jade Blossom, Mire Keeper. Gonna go ahead and play it. We have the Wrath to clean up Cleric if he plays it. If he doesn't play Cleric, we'll go Galaka and just put on pressure. Make him wonder whether or not we're playing aggro Druid. Glimmerroot. Interesting. It must have been Primordial Drake. Yeah, that I'll go ahead and use to clear. I do like saving it if we have it later in the game for armor. But at this stage, I'd much rather just maintain a bit of a board, make him use some inefficient clears. Yeah, that's fine. I still think I probably Wrath it for 1 trade-in. We're still digging for Nourish, Ultimate Infestation, Ramp. Oof, that's Ramp. Alright. And he can Horror here, but we're not sad if he Horrors. It's much better for him to Horror this board than a Spreading Plague board. Oh, it's Enzoth. Okay, that's what we want. Gain Chrono Crystal. We're going to play that next turn, so we'll trade these in. We really hope he doesn't get an ultimate infestation of his own, because that can be really frustrating. He's going to have card advantage for exactly 3 more turns. Alright, not gonna lie, I have not seen the deck he's running. He's either running a very heavy control variant of Rizaka's, or he's just running like good value control priest. Hey, but like top 700 legend, he's not bad. Whatever he's running. Ah, that's a horrible card for him to get. I feel bad for him. I want to play this next turn. This is too good this turn. So against Rizaka's, you actually want to go with the Plague Spiders, but I don't know what the deck is, so I'm going with the Taunt to be a little bit safer. It's better against Holy Nova. And they're both equally weak to Horror. Interesting. I mean, that's a good card to have, but I need to play this so that I can play what I want to next turn. We're full trading because I am confused as to what his deck is. He's got to run Skulking Geist, right? Like, I'd be shocked if he doesn't run Skulking Geist. Which means it's probably right to just play our second Jade Idol. Yeah. Alright. What'd he kill? 2 of his own. I'm fine with that. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and Ultimate Infestation this. Even though it's probably better to have gone face there. I don't know, he could be playing like Bone Mare, so I'm playing around stuff. Probably has Dragonfire here. Alright, so it doesn't matter how many Jade Idols you're able to kill. Yep, this is why I think Skulking Geist should be teched in far less than it is. It's very much overused because people think, oh, I play this card, I beat Jade. But if the Jade Druid knows what they're doing and they're playing against somebody who they think has Skulking Geist, and they plan on just playing both of their Jade Idols straightforward, it's really hard for anybody to actually beat Jade Druid as a control deck. You need to have like some crazy late game value, like double N'Zoth, like you can do with Warrior, where you Deadman's Hand while your N'Zoth's in your hand, so you can play two of them in the game. Like that can let you beat Jade Druid if you have Skulking Geist, but you're probably going to beat Jade Druid even without Skulking Geist if you're playing two N'Zoths. So I just think a lot of the time people use it as a get-out-of-jail-free card, but they don't realize just how far in prison they are. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to keep everything. Yeah. Play nothing turn 1, Wild Growth into Mire Keeper, and then I want to keep the Wrath in case he has Captain. But it's not worth coining out anything, because every card we have is even. So... Alright. We gotta get there quick. So now it would matter that I coined last turn. But I could always just coin that out this turn. I personally don't think it's worth it. Swashbuckler plus 2/2. Alright. I have Wraths to clean up if he Cold Blood something, but I'm quickly going to need to get to a Primordial Drake or something. I mean, you laugh, but sometimes Hearthstone knows what you need. Now, if I can live to that, it's going to be a question. I'm very scared of a lot of things right here. Specifically, South Sea Captain is probably the scariest. But importantly, rogues don't have a Bloodlust, so it's not like I'm worried about all these 1/1s doing more than 1 damage. Alright. So he has 10 damage. 11 damage represented. I think you just have to play this. If he trades, I can punch in, and if he doesn't trade, I'm in a great spot. Because then I can Primordial. Now, he only needs, what, 6 damage to win? That's a very real possibility that he has... No, he can't Leroy and play Dagger. Never mind. Cool. So it's... He can't kill me this turn. The biggest thing he can play is 6/6, I believe. And he has nothing fast. Okay. Plant. Wow. That's so good. Alright, so now I'm just dead to 2 damage. Alright, so this goes face. I think 3 is the same as 4. For the purposes of dying. I think I'm willing to bet on it. Because he has to, like, for that to not work, it needs to be exactly SI or a unbuffed version of South Sea Deckhand. And I don't think he has South Sea Deckhand because he had a dead turn 4, where he did some wonky stuff that he could have much more easily played Deckhand SI. So, in the situation where the card in his hand isn't SI7 and he has a 2-drop that doesn't do anything, or 1-drop that doesn't do any other thing, and he's able to have Dagger, he wins where he wouldn't have. If he has Leroy, he wins. Alright. And then I can Nourish and try to get to my... Oof. That's not what I wanted, but it works. If he had SI, he'd be able to do that damage anyway. Alright, it comes down to, can he kill me over the top of my taunt this turn? So he needs to have damage that can go through a taunt. That's not it? Oh, he had SA, and he couldn't activate it last turn. Okay, well then, that did matter. I shouldn't have played the Jade Idol 2 turns ago. But I put him exactly on SI to beat me, and he had it. Also, if I had drawn Barrel Rage, I wouldn't have lost in that situation. Yeah, playing the Jade Idol reduces the chance I draw Feral Rage, so that was probably bad. Maybe I do hero power there. It's just hard because if he doesn't play direct damage, I want to have more of a board presence, and the extra 2/2 was or 3/3 was relevant.